Hello YouTube, real shooting here. Came out to the local park again. This is the same park where I did the drone video, but at the pond, which is on the other side over here, we got a skate park. Here's a soccer field, and here's like an empty, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like a retention pond or something for flooding, I would think. This fills up with water. Right now it's all dry. So here about the drone again, and I'm gonna go step by step on how to set it up from the very beginning. So you want to have the battery charged, and it inserts right here. This model does not take the SD card, so the videos save onto the phone. And here you have the little lens cap, which is removable, so you just take that off. I keep it on there for transporting the drone. And then, sorry if you pick up all that wind, you can hear it. I checked it right when I got here. It's at about 8 miles per hour, so we'll see how that does with the drone. You want to open up the front 2 legs, the back 2 legs, and then turn it on the bottom. You can barely see that. The lights will start to flash. You got green ones and red ones. Then you're going to go on your cell phone, which I will be recording the screen on the cell phone so that you guys can see how that looks. Let me set this up real quick. So you're going to go to the settings on your cell phone, go to connections, turn on your Wi-Fi, and connect to the drone's Wi-Fi signal. It will pick it up. Mine says M8 4K and then some numbers and letters. I'm going to press connect. Then I'm going to go to my apps, and I'm going to go to the Visuo drone app, which is XS Visual. I'm loading it up on my phone. As you can see, there's a lot of wind noise right now. I felt the breeze coming from that way. And then you get there's a pop-up, internet may not be accessible. You can just dismiss it. You're gonna press calibrate right here on the screen. It'll calibrate. The lights will start to flash from the drone, and then it should be ready. So you can press start. You'll get a live view of what the camera's showing you on the screen. I'm gonna tilt it downward. I like to face it down when I'm flying and recording. I'm gonna hit the record button now. So now I'm recording on the drone's camera feed, and I'm gonna show that also. I'll pick up this. Hopefully the GoPro's a good angle, so I can show you that view. You're gonna press this button right here, which is for takeoff. Forward. See, it's already going. Wow, the wind is blowing it a lot. You can see that? Oh yeah, it's fighting the wind right here. I'm going against it right now. Alright, now it dies down. Now I'm gonna go up. Let's see how high we can go right here, since we got the battery full right now. Let me try to get into more of the center of this area. I'm gonna hold on the up button. Oh yeah, the wind is taking it. I don't think I'm gonna go too high today. It is pretty windy. You can see it up there. Oh yeah, I'm going high now. Let's go around now a little bit. I'm just going forward now. Now the live view is lagging. It's going pretty far. Oh man, the wind is really taking. going up. So. I should have kept it closer, not so high up. Oh yeah, it's coming this way. Here we go. Look at that. Oh wow, it's going down actually. I'm gonna land it. Yeah, it landed. Sort of flipped over. At least we got it back over here. I didn't want it to fly over that. There's a canal on the other side. I'm gonna keep it lower this time. Here it is. You can see after that fall. We're not gonna take it too high. It is pretty windy. That was pretty crazy. At least I brought it back from over there. It's in this big area. That's why you want to fly it in a wide open area. I didn't bump into, there's no trees here. I could have hit those poles if I wasn't as careful, I guess. I tried to stay above them, and then it really came down fast when it got closer. I don't know if that was the wind or the flying it, but we're taking off again. I'm gonna start the recording feed. Let me just show you the basics. You can go forward, you can go backwards, you can go bank left, bank right, you can go up, you can go down, you can turn it to the right, turn it to the left, and it's pretty responsive. You just don't want to get it too far because the signal strength is through Wi-Fi. So if there's a lot of Wi-Fi in the area, that will mess up with it, but right here there isn't a lot of Wi-Fi to interfere with the signal. But what it is it is windy today. But it's not like continuous wind either. It's just random gusts coming in. So I'm not gonna take it too high. Let's just fly it around now. Let me show you what it can do. It's pretty fun. I like to do circles. I like to go high up, low down. Check that out. Check that out. It's taking it too. So it can go faster. See right there, I'm going against the wind. The wind is coming from my left side. You can see it's going against it. Pretty good. Of course, when the battery starts to die down, it's not as strong. So here, I'm not even pushing it. The wind is taking it. Now I'm driving it forward. I'm gonna turn around. Right in front of me. This is always the scary part. Don't get too close to it now. See, I'm just leaving it there. I'm not pressing nothing on the remote. It's starting to go down a little on its own. And if you ever feel like it's not being as responsive, you can just press the land button, let it sit for a little bit, and then take off again. But I recommend you try to get more of a cleaner surface. At least right there, there's not as much grass. They do sell landing pads if you want to use that for takeoff. That way, whenever you take off, the propellers don't kick up a lot of dust into your motors. And I'm gonna fly it till the battery dies, so we'll see how long we can get. They advertise 20 minutes, and I've been getting about that pretty much. I've never timed it. So we'll see how long this video is. We did have that one interruption where it got far though, so that will change the flight. There we're going sideways, forward, up and forward. And I am flying it at 100% speed. There's different speeds with it. I believe it's like 30, 70, and 100% speed. They recommend you fly it at the beginning on 30. That way you can get a hang of the controls and you're not going too fast. But whenever you're flying against wind, you really do want to use it on 100. That way you're getting the maximum power. from the battery, but of course that uses the battery faster too. They do sell extra batteries online, but I just used the one that it came with so far, and it's doing pretty good. It does take a while to charge. It will take about 3 hours. And on the remote, you can use the remote or the app to control it, but on the remote there is like settings to adjust the trim, which is like how it flies while standing in a hover. That way you can adjust it to try to calibrate the hover. There's also a flip mode, a return to home mode. There's a couple of modes on there that you can see in other videos that people do show. And see, this is like the perfect drone spot. Like, I've seen this spot before. I think I know it's a retention pond, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take the drone there because it's very wide open area. That's what you want. Probably like a football field or a park like this where they just have a wide open area. There's nobody in it. That way you don't worry about hitting someone or it scaring people. Well, you can see there's some water in this ditch. Let's see if we can get that on video. Sometimes there's birds out here too. Maybe we could have seen that. I don't see any. I know there's ducks at the pond. I've never really tested it to see like how far it would go. I guess what I could try to do is stand on one side of this pond and fly in like the complete opposite direction. Uh-oh, looks like the wind is taking it backwards. I'm gonna go up. Come this way, come this way. See, the wind is trying to take it towards that ditch. We do not want that. Oh no, the wind is really taking it now. Or it's just being real laggy with the controls. See, I'm not even pressing it to go that way, and it's going. But at least it came back, so that's pretty good. I'm wondering if maybe it tried to return to home when it loses signal. Maybe that's why it came back fast. I'm not sure how to access that on the app. I need to figure that out. Maybe that's why it came back. Maybe it lost signal and it'll just fly back. I really don't know. That would be pretty cool. It's coming my way right here. Oh, the battery died there? It completely stopped. That's interesting. Oh man, what in the world? It's being very delayed in the response time. I'm gonna hit this off real quick. Alright, well, we got it back connected again. That was very weird. I'm not sure what happened, but we're gonna try to see if it will still take off. I'm gonna hit record on the GoPro. I mean, the GoPro's already recording on the camera, and let's see if it'll take off. So it did take off. That was very weird. It just did like a flip. Well, I think I tried to take off again, or the controls were lagging. As you can see, it can fall a couple of times. The materials it's made of is designed to take impact, so the plastic is not very brittle. It won't break easily. I believe the battery is running out though. It's going pretty slow. Let me see if we can see. It's not blinking yet. Whenever the LEDs on the bottom start to blink, that's when you know the battery's low. But I think I'll start heading back towards the parking lot. That was pretty crazy. It does come with extra propellers too, so you can change them out whenever they chip. Oh man. Looks like it's struggling in the wind. There it goes. Oh yeah, it's definitely going against wind here. Oh, I'm gonna press land. The signal's getting a little weird. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let it sit for a little bit. I'm pretty sure it gets a little warm, yeah. See here, I'm going against the wind, against the wind, against the wind. See here, it's not even going forward. It's way too windy. There it goes. See, when the wind dies down, it's very responsive. Now let me see how the battery is doing. Oh yeah, I think it's blinking. Yeah, it's blinking, you see? And if you run it all the way down, it will just drop. We're gonna land it right here. Oh yeah. Wow, one of the propeller caps came off. That's interesting. Well, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.